Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the podcast For the Love of Drama. I am Fiona. Today, I am talking a little bit more about the history of drama, which I had discussed in previous episodes from a little while ago. So today, I'm going to be talking about medieval drama. Medieval drama was a vibrant and evolving art form that combined entertainment with education, often rooted in religious themes and community participation. Medieval drama refers to theatrical performances that took place in Europe from the 5th to the 15th century, evolving from religious rituals to other forms of entertainment, not always connected to religion. The earliest forms of medieval drama were liturgical dramas, which were performed during church services and depicted biblical stories to enhance the worship experience. Types of medieval drama. Mystery plays. These featured events from the Bible and were often performed in different cycles by various guilds. Notable examples include the York Mystery Plays and the Chester Mystery Plays. And these guilds presented a series of biblical events from creation to judgment. Morality plays. These plays conveyed moral lessons and often featured allegorical characters representing virtues and vices. A famous example is Every Man, which explores themes and redemption and illustrates the importance of good deeds and also the inevitability of death. Miracle plays. These focused on the lives of the saints, highlighting the miracles they performed or their death or suffering as part of being a martyr. The most popular themes of these plays came from the biblical tales such as Daniel in the Lion's Den from the Old Testament and the story of the Passion and Death of Jesus Christ from the New Testament. Vernacular language plays changed from Latin in churches to the local vernacular language, making them more accessible and understandable. Vernacular means the language or dialect spoken by the ordinary people in a particular country or region. Drama at this time served as a powerful teaching tool to local people who could not read or write. From churches to towns, plays began in churches, but eventually moved to town centres as their complexity and audience grew. Guilds and festivals. Guilds organised and funded many plays, performing them for festive occasions like the Feast of Corpus Christi, which was and still is celebrated every year in June. Mystery and miracle plays were often performed on moving wagons that also served as stages, with some even featuring machinery. During the medieval period, which came between the classical and early Renaissance periods, and theatre was being kept alive by the popular entertainers. These entertainers had separated to wander, wandering alone or in small groups throughout Europe. These were the mimes, acrobats, dancers, animal trainers, jugglers, wrestlers, minstrels, and storytellers who preserved vital skills that survive in the theatre today. They also brought a duality to theatre that still exists. Popular theatre and the literary theatre were to grow side by side, feeding off and helping each other to grow and develop. During the late Middle Ages, these popular entertainers found a more secure place at royal courts and in the households of the nobility, where they acted, sang, and played music at their masters' festivities. Another smaller influence on the development of theatre was the folk play. This dramatic form had two main sources. One was the symbolic ritual dramas of the seasons, such as the Plough Monday play from the English Midlands, in which a plough was decorated and pulled around the village, or the European folk drama of The Wild Man of the Woods, in which a figure covered with leaves, representing winter, was ritually hunted. The other source was the mimetic elements in dances held at village feasts. The Morris dance, famed in England, but also performed in medieval continental Europe, was strongly mimetic and had dramatic elements in its use of the fool or clown character. Mimetic means to imitate or mimic something or someone. Both ritual and mimetic dance came together in the Mummings plays that emerged during the late Middle Ages. Later versions of these plays used the figure of St. George fighting a dragon, and Mummings plays are still performed in villages today. That's all I've got for you today. I really hope you enjoyed that. I always enjoy making them for you, and I'm hoping that I am continuing to improve, and I'm certainly extending my knowledge of drama, something I love very much. So hope you enjoyed that. All that remains for me to say is have a great week, and I will see you all again on Friday. Thank you for listening, and take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.